Hey guys, and welcome to my Periscope live stream. I am so excited that you decided to join me for my Where I Write live stream. So to start, I have three places in my house that I usually decide to write. And when I am home alone, I usually write out here in my living room. It's very open and I just really like it out here. And so I'm going to figure out how to turn the camera so I can show you. Oh, Alright, so this is kind of like my writing haven right here. It's got a pillow pet on it right now. But that is my seat right there. So that's my seat. And the reason that that is my seat is because if you look over here, there's an outlet right there. And so when I sit here, I can connect my computer and we have no issues. So that's my seat when I write out here. My pillow pet's name is Pat because he's a patriot. See, he's a patriot. So I sit right there when I write, and then if you look over here, the reason I love to write out here, I do it when I'm home alone because there, right there, at the top is a vinyl player, a record player. And so, these are just a few of my favorite records that I laid out. And so I like to plug in a record, and that's kind of how I get into my writing flow. And I just kind of hang out, I have my record playing, and I usually light a candle, but my candles are back in my room right now. And I sit right there on my couch and I just go with the flow. Yes, these are my most played records. But if you come over here, hold on. This is the top there. That is not my collection. My collection consists of like these top 5 records right here, but the rest of this is my dad's collection, and I use a good majority of these because he lets me and I love them. I couldn't find the Grease vinyl for the video, but it's in there somewhere. It's one of my favorites too. Just close that up. Alright, so this is my first writing place. It's my little haven out here. But unfortunately, I'm not always home alone because I live with my parents. So when I'm not home alone, I write back in my bedroom. So that's where we're going to go now. All these hearts, they're so cute. Okay, so now we're back in my bedroom. This is my bedroom back here. And this is the second most often place that you'll find me writing. And I have 2 spots in here that I just love to write. There's no really particular reason why, I just love to write here. And yes, I cleaned my room and I made my bed just for this video. I was pretty proud of that. But anyways, so actually right here is where I write. Yes, that is Steven. He is my bear. Steven is like my best friend. But right here is where you'll find me writing. It's like right when I wake up in the morning. Oh, thank you. Right when I wake up in the morning, I'm not the type of person that usually writes right when I wake up in the morning because I feel like I have a million things that I need to do. And so, but sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I have like a bout of inspiration, and so I don't move from my bed because I keep my computer, this sounds so bad, but I keep it right here. And that's because I sleep over here and I don't move in my sleep ever. And so I know my computer is safe over here. And so I write right there. And even if I'm not getting in bed and I'm just back here writing, I'm still going to write in my bed. And there's no reason for that. It's just what I do. Thank you. That's so sweet. So that is the second most popular place that I write. When I am in my room, I don't have my vinyls. I don't have my vinyls, and it makes me, but I can't write in silence. The bear's name is Steven. So, you'll find me listening to iTunes radio, and I listen to Disney music, which is complete opposite of my vinyls, but I am a Disney music, like, freak. So, on iTunes radio, I listen to the Disney station, or if I have my Pandora on, I listen to the Hannah Montana radio station. It's just my thing. Like, I have all of the Disney's greatest albums. I'm just in love with Disney music. So, when I'm back here in my room, I keep my phone right here on top of my CD case. Yes, I still have a CD case. And I keep it right here. And I just play my music while I write. So the third most popular place you will find me writing is right here on my big red comfy couch. So there's actually a funny story behind this couch that I thought I would share. There used to be a desk right here where this couch is, and I have a desk over here. So I was like, I don't need two desks, obviously. I was like, so I'm going to take this desk out and I'm going to buy a chair that I can write in. Well, instead of buying a chair, I went to IKEA and I found this couch that I fell in love with, but it was so expensive. So my best friend actually found the couch on Facebook for $25. And so me and my mom went and we bought it. Well, I bought it and we picked it up and we moved this couch ourselves. So we moved it into her car and then we moved it back into my room. And my door is literally this big. And the couch is that big. And it was a pain. But I am so happy because I love this couch. If you come over here, I usually sit, hold on, I'm going to go over here and give you guys a visual. I sit right here, where my polar bear, Maurice, is now sitting. And I stretch out, and the couch is just long enough so that my feet, like, touch the end over here. And it's totally my writing haven. And so you guys are going to start to notice my addiction to polar bears. This is my blanket just for this couch. And yes, it's a polar bear blanket. You can't really see it. But it has polar bears trekking through the mountains. It's so soft too. One of my coworkers gave it to me for my birthday. So yeah, this is my big red comfy couch that I just love so much. And I sit right there. And of course, there's an outlet right there. And I just write. The problem with writing on my bed is that there's no outlet nowhere near it. So when I run out of charge, I have to move. So when I'm back here in my room, I turn on my music and I light my candle. So my most favorite candle that I own is this one. It's a pumpkin gingerbread. I bought it last year. And I try to use it as scarcely as possible because they don't make the scent anymore. But as you guys can tell, I'm getting pretty low here. But I love that scent. I also have like a bunch of candles everywhere. Just because I love candles. And then I have this candle warmer. It's pretty new. I haven't used it very much. But like you take whatever this is, these little blocky things, and then you stick it in here and you light it up. And my room smelled like that for like 4 days. There is an outlet behind the nightstand, but I cannot get behind that nightstand. Trust me, it's not possible. So, as you guys can see, I do own a desk, but I never actually write here. Yeah, little minion over there. And there's no reason that I don't actually write here. There's an outlet right there. I mean, it's a perfectly good desk to write at. But as I told you guys, I actually cleaned my room for this video. And the reason that I wouldn't write here is because it never looks like this. There's literally stuff everywhere, all over my desk, all the time. And so I can't ever actually write here. There's just no room.
one time I put my computer on top of the papers that were in the middle of my desk just so I could write here. But yeah, I can't. So, my major in college is sport and exercise science. Has nothing to do with writing. So yeah, that's kind of where I write, and then my music and my vinyls. Talk a little bit about how I write. I go to UCF, University of Central Florida.
Oh, that's really right. Okay, so now I figured I would talk a little bit about how I write. I started writing because I watched a movie. And I didn't like the ending, so I decided to write an ending of my own. And ever since then, I decided I kind of liked it, and so I started coming up with my own ideas, and then I've been going off of that ever since. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the things that I do when I write, thank you. I'm not a very organized writer, and I'm trying to get away from the whole free writing thing because it doesn't go very well for me. But as of right now, I'm a free writer. So what that means is I sit down and I don't really have any sort of organizational, there's no if you sit down and I organize my story before I write it, I just sit down and I do it. What I do have, though, is I have a journal. And my journal would not make sense to anyone else that was actually reading it because it's all my notes. So, journal. And if you open it like that, you flip through it. There's actually not much in here. But that's because I condense it all into little pages. And so, yeah, it would make no sense to anyone else that ever read it, but it makes complete sense to me. And so this is my little journal, and I jot down everything that I can think of in here. And then the other thing that I have is this emotion thesaurus. I actually saw it on another one of these videos that I was watching, and I thought free writing was the best way to write, but lately I've actually tried to get away from it just because it leaves with a lot of plot holes, and my books end up going all over the place. And I've been struggling with writer's block a lot lately too, and so I think that maybe if I had a little bit more organization, it would just help. Not like everything planned out, but just certain key points. So I have this emotion thesaurus, and it's really actually pretty cool. So you pick any emotion, and I happen to turn to disbelief. And it gives you ways that you can write it other than saying the same thing over and over. And I just thought that was pretty cool. I saw it in someone else's video. And then I ordered my own off Amazon because I fell in love with it. So yeah, those are basically my two tools that I use to write. I don't know if I have a book that I'm focusing on now. I'm just really trying to finish the two that I have going on before I put my focus into something else. So yeah, that's pretty much where and how I write. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's pretty much all I got. So, thinking of the plot of a story is, that's why I have my little journal. It's my little journal. Anytime I'm out in public or anywhere, I usually, thinking of a plot of a story is, it comes from, a small idea, and then you build off of it. Well, for me, at least. I'm not talking about anyone else. So, I can take everyday situations or, just simple things in life, and then I try and build off of that. Basically, I don't really know how to put it into words. So yeah, that's it for my live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's a little bit about where and how I write. Have a good day.